What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Duran Duran, and we're going back to their 1993 self-titled album, also known as the Wedding Album. And I did want to say we're getting close to the end. I did react to the final tune already, Sit in the City, but we have None of the Above. We'll do that this time, and then Shelter, and then To Whom It May Concern, so almost done going through this album. I did want to give a shout out. Someone mentioned when I was talking about the artwork on the album last time, they were saying it's supposed to look like a wedding scrapbook. That does make sense, and I do appreciate the people trying to help me understand the overall sort of concept and artwork of an album. Because I was saying it looks sort of like a ransom note, like, you know, different cutout fonts from different magazines and so on. But again, that perfectly does make sense. So yeah, we're going to listen to None of the Above, a title which is sort of cheeky. I mean, the way the track list is represented visually and vertically, one could say perhaps it's suggesting that it is not like any of the sonics that came before it, but, you know, just in a general sense, it's the negation of suggestions, which is to say, you know, is it this, that, or the other? No, it's none of the above. It's none of those things. And of course, one thinks of multiple choice tests, but ultimately, you know, any scenario in which a range of possibilities are presented and then ultimately rejected, or if the answer is that they do not apply in any way. So yeah, I'm curious the way that might, you know, manifest in terms of lyrical themes more specific, but we'll have to see. So yeah, from the 1993 album, this is Duran Duran, None of the Above. Oh.
I myself alone realize I never need to use no one when it comes down to my soul. Freedom puts my faith in none of the above.
Almost sounds like a gospel feel at the beginning there. Kind of a blues rock sort of feel.
There was a time I was so afraid of everything people around me said, and I wanted to hide my face in the shadows. There was a time on the bed of
That little percussive flourish at the measure break.
could not bear when no power under the sun could put it together.
It's like someone turned on the death ray and then back off again.
Got to show now, got to move on. God knows where I go to. It's a lonely,
A low, like, crunchy bass.
myself alone. Realize I never need to use no one. Money, power, holy roads. Freedom puts my faith in none of the above.
Freedom puts my faith in none of the above. I will say though, anytime you hear a double negative in a song, you wonder whether it's deliberate. Like, yeah, it's colloquial speech, but it could be like a sort of subconscious admission of the opposite of what you seem to be saying.
To kick out the answer.
Sort of floaty, melodic pads.
Got to show now, got to move on. God knows where I'm going to. It's a lonely
Movement without necessary purpose or destination.
myself alone. Realize I never need to use no one. Money,
I love that sort of the rhythmic swagger of this one.
puts my faith in none of the above. I am myself alone. I realize I never need to use no one when it comes down to my soul. Freedom puts my faith.
Shout out to those backing vocals. It's the right moment, it's the right timbre of voice. Ooh. In that blues rock feel. Oh my God. This album is phenomenal. that to a limited extent as a teen, but we're getting close to the end. I've heard enough. Like, this album is fantastic. There's like a whispered vocal in there, I heard it. Oh my god, the guitar. It's like shredding. The kind of playing that sometimes starts shredding. I'm picking up on like an independence of intellect and spirit, like these sort of like large ideological forces that pick up a lot of momentum and a lot of followers. I choose none of the above. I choose to follow wherever I'm going on my own. I don't have a destination, but I know that I'm going to go my own way, and I'm not just going to follow these, again, sort of large, tumbling ideological forces. Again, maybe I'm, extrapolating it beyond sort of the thematic territory of that song, but yeah, like I said, toward the end, I was starting to maybe think that might be a play there. So yeah, let me know if I'm onto something. Let me know if it actually runs in a different direction, or at least if you have a different interpretation. I'd love to hear it. Yeah, musically that was fantastic. As I said, it had sort of like a blues rock feel, but it was also very like sonorous. The singing was fantastic. I love those little backup vocals. As I said, they were just exactly where they needed to be. Yeah, that was brilliant. Once again, it was possible that I might have known that one, but yeah, I didn't recognize it. So it does seem like for this album, unlike their stuff in the 80s, like in the 80s it keeps happening where like, I think, oh, I don't recognize a song title, but oh crap, I have heard this. This album, I knew like two of the biggest hits, Come Undone and Ordinary World, but as I've gone through the rest of the album, there hasn't really been anything that jumped out to me. It was like, oh yeah, I definitely heard this. So it is weird how, I know it was sort of a comeback album, but at least in terms of like how it was played on the radio here, it was like very narrow in terms of like what songs were seen as like singles, I guess, for the American radio market. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you think of this one. Other than that, thank you for listening and watching. I'll see you next time.